Hello, vinyl community. Joe here. Just want to show off an album I picked up last month from a good friend of mine on Whatnot. This is Otis Spann, The Blues Never Die. Awesome album. Has a great lineup on it. This was recorded at Pepper's Lounge in Chicago in 1964. It was released in 1965 on the Prestige label. And again, this is Muddy Waters' band. This is his backing band, but it's not led by Muddy Waters on this album. It's led by the great Otis Spann. Awesome piano player. To me, personally, great, not only great piano player, but equally a great vocalist. Just to give a little background on Mr. Otis himself. By the liner notes, because if you look him up, really don't know when he was born. Some say 1924, some say 1930, some say he was born in Belzoni, or some say he was born in Jackson, Mississippi. They really don't know. But based on the liner notes, it says he was born in, I believe, 1932. So at the time of recording, he was 33 years old or so. He started playing piano at the age of 14, became Muddy Waters' piano player in 1952, and Otis remained Muddy's piano player until 1968. Otis died in 1970, unfortunately, from liver cancer, and his grave went unmarked until 1999. And finally, they put a marker on his grave, and I love what the marker says. It says that Otis played the deepest blues we ever heard. He'll play that forever in our hearts. Otis was actually inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame in 1980. Just an awesome lineup on this album. I just want to read off here. Mr. Otis Spann is the main guy, main vocalist, and he's the piano player. Mr. Milton Rector played bass. Just listen to these people here, the lineup here, and who they played with. Milton Rector played bass. He played with Jimmy Reed, Sonny Boy Williamson, J.B. Lenore, Homesick James, Willie Dixon, Billy Boy Arnold, Otis Spann, Muddy Waters, Buddy Guy, Robert Jr. Lockwood, and many others. And the drummer, one of my favorite blues drummers, is S.P. Leary, drummer for Howlin' Wolf, Muddy Waters, James Cotton, T-Bone Walker, Lyle Folsom, just to name a few. And there's an interesting guy on here by the name of Dirty Rivers, and we'll get to him in a little bit. He played guitar. James Cotton played harmonica, awesome harmonica player, great vocalist in and of himself. Mr. James Pee Wee Madison played rhythm guitar. He joined Muddy in 1963, and he played a Fender Mustang upside down. The tracks on this album are some great tracks, and most of them are written by Otis, except the ones that are mentioned otherwise. The Blues Never Die, track 1. Track 2, I Got a Feeling. Track 3, One More Mile to Go, was written by James Cotton. Track 4, Feeling Good, was written by James Cotton. Track 5 was After a While, was written by Otis. Dust My Broom was written by the great Elmore James. Straighten Up, Baby was written by James Cotton. Come On, Must Have Been the Devil. Lightning was written by James Cotton. And the last song on side B was I'm Ready by Muddy Waters. Just to give you a little background and who produced this album, because like I said, I like this album because it's unique. And the guy that produced it was Mr. Sam Charters. And he was a music historian, writer, record producer, musician, and a poet. He actually done field recordings of Mr. Lightning Hopkins, helped Lightning get rediscovered. He also wrote a book, and I want to find this book and read it. I have not read it myself. It's called The Country Blues, and it was written in 1959. And Folkway Records actually released an album to accompany the books. I'd love to find both. Let me know if you, in the comments below, if you've read or heard or the album or both. He also produced the psych band Country Joe and the Fish from 1966 to 1970. I believe they're from San Francisco, California, I believe. Here's the story behind the album. Producer Sam Charters had hosted a folk concert at Carnegie Hall where Muddy Waters' band had played. Muddy called Charters up and said, hey, listen, we didn't make enough money to make it back to Chicago. So he asked the producer to arrange a session for them So since Muddy was not on contract, he was on contract with Chess. He wasn't able to sing, lead, or play slide guitar solo on this album, nor could they use his name. So instead, they used the name Dirty Rivers, which is a fake name for Muddy Waters. This album predated Charter's great Chicago the Blues Today trilogy, which was a further step in the careers of both Spann and Cotton. I don't know if you're into the blues or not, but this is a great album to pick up. You can pick it up for, fairly reasonable. Just a great album, has a great lineup on it. This one I have is a reissue of the original Prestige that came out in '65. I really don't know what year this is, but like I said, it's a green Prestige label, so it's a later reissue. VG Plus on this. This thing plays great, but if you're just getting into the blues and you like Muddy Waters, this would be a great one for you to pick up because it's Muddy Waters Band, which it includes Muddy, except it's under the name Dirty Rivers, which is a great fake name. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to try to get some tracks in this video so that you can kind of hear what's going on. But look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.